Welcome back to the Deep Dive. So you've handed us some really interesting material today. We're looking at the news feed from freecosmos.pro and also the deeper stuff on freecosmos.info, the gamma.app slides and all that.
That's right.
And the goal, as you put it, is to get a quick but, thorough handle on what's happening lately with UFOs, UAPs, and maybe spot some trends.
Exactly. Trying to make sense of the recent noise.
Okay, so diving straight in, what's catching your eye on that freecosmos.pro feed from, say, the last couple of weeks?
Well, the first thing is just the constant flow. There's definitely a steady stream of reports, sightings, events being logged.
Right.
And if you look at their site structure, events, PG, GRURP, even Corey stories, and this Imaginator section, it suggests a pretty active community tracking thing.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a topic that's losing steam, does it?
Not at all. If anything, the volume suggests ongoing observation and interest.
Okay, so if we take these recent items and sort of zoom out, look at them in the context of the chatter over the past year or two, are any, bigger themes or patterns starting to emerge for you?
That's the interesting part. You start connecting dots. For example, they're sometimes mentioned, maybe not directly in every news bit, but in the surrounding discussion of things like the egg incident.
Right. That term pops up.
It does. And it fuels speculation, doesn't it? Then you've got the whole AARO situation,
Yeah.
the Anomaly Resolution Office, and what former DOD folks are saying, or maybe not saying.
Yeah, that's a big one, the information flow, or lack thereof.
Precisely. And it leads to these competing theories, Is it some kind of controlled opposition managing the narrative, or is it more of a slow drip disclosure, an acclimation process?
It's fascinating how the same, sometimes sparse information can be interpreted in such different ways. A deliberate plan versus just gradual revealing.
Exactly. And it depends who you ask, of course.
Now, the sources you shared also seem to hint at, more philosophical stuff. Concepts beyond just objects in the sky. Can you unpack that a bit?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like the focus on up there is running parallel to these deeper conversations about reality itself.
How so?
Think about someone like Bashar, who you mentioned, and that recent face mask thing simulating an ET presence. It sort of taps into this feeling some people have that maybe the matrix, our perceived reality, is becoming, more porous.
More fluid, yeah. Less fixed.
Right. And that connects to these ideas of like a collective awakening, understanding our own potential or divinity, and this concept of oneness. They are us, we are them, that kind of thing.
So it expands from what are those lights to what are we, basically.
Pretty much. It questions the fundamental nature of existence alongside the phenomenon itself.
You also touched on the history here, how the subject's been treated over time.
Yes, and that's crucial context, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't really ignore the history of ridicule, the potential disinformation campaigns aimed at making the whole topic seem, silly.
Definitely a factor.
But then right alongside that, you have decades of anecdotal reports, contact experiences, things explored on shows like Ancient Aliens or Skinwalker Ranch, sure, but also personal accounts from meditation, channeling, ESP, remote viewing.
It's a real mix of the seemingly dismissed and the deeply personal. Creates a complex picture.
Very complex. Makes it hard to draw simple conclusions.
So bringing this all together, the newsfeed specifics, the trends, the deeper concepts, what's the key takeaway, or maybe the key caution for our listener trying to navigate this?
I think the most important thing is critical thinking. Really engage that discerning mind. Look at where the information comes from. Consider different angles.
Don't just accept one narrative.
Exactly. Be aware that interpretations can be miles apart. Our aim here isn't to say this is the answer, but more to map out the information landscape presented in your sources, impartially.
Okay, so summarizing. The recent feed from freecosmos.pro shows continued UAP activity. This activity plugs into these larger debates about disclosure, about control, and even spirals into questions about reality itself.
That nails it, I think. It's this fascinating crossroads of, what people are seeing or reporting, and these really profound questions about who we are and where we fit in the universe.
Right, a compelling intersection.
Definitely.
So here's something to mull over. If you allow for the possibility of these phenomena being real in whatever form, how might that start to shift your own personal assumptions about the universe, about consciousness, about your place in it all?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Indeed. We definitely encourage you to check out the resources over at freecosmos.info, especially those gamma.app slideshows for more detail.
Thanks for diving deep with us today.